Mbappe weighs up his options, Liverpool have their eye on Upamecano, Barca ready to offload Dembélé, the Champions League returns, and a transfer roundup all coming up on today's OneFootball Daily News. As I'm your host Angelina Kelly, let's get into it. So this first story is reports coming from France that Kylian Mbappé is reluctant to sign a contract extension for PSG. Now his current contract expires in June 2022. But he's allegedly looking at other options. These other options, you ask, Real Madrid and Liverpool. Now, let's take a look at both. With Liverpool, we do know that Mbappe does favour the left wing. They already have Mane, new signing Dayot and Minamino, but like they're going to refuse Mbappe as well. I mean, he would fit into Klopp's system perfectly. He is a pacey player that does have an eye for goal, and he has recently been really complimentary of Liverpool and what they are doing, but I just cannot see them getting him over Real Madrid. I mean, I don't think a day goes by in the Spanish media when they're not talking about Mbappe to Real Madrid. And it's almost like a destiny that Mbappe needs to fulfill. The current French superstar going to play under the old French superstar. It's a match made in heaven, and I really have a feeling that this could happen. Now, when you have a look at what Real Madrid already have on the left-hand side, they've got Hazard, Asensio, Vinicius Jr. None of those three can weigh up to Mbappe, let's be real. And I do think that it's really interesting that Real Madrid made no summer signings. All they seem to do was offload players, and it looks like they're almost paving the way for Mbappe to arrive. I feel like we're just waiting for this one to happen. In my opinion, I think that Mbappe to Real Madrid would be such a mutually beneficial deal. You look at Real Madrid, although Mbappe does prefer to play on the left, he can play all across the front line, which is a massive tick for Real Madrid. And for Mbappe, he's going to be in the mix for the Champions League, pretty much guaranteed every single season. And that for him has surely got to be a massive plus. Now, staying at PSG is an option for Mbappe, of course, and that is just going to come down to the Champions League. Mbappe is from Paris, PSG is his boyhood club, and I think bringing home the Champions League for him would be absolutely massive. He's the type of player who wants to make history, and being the superstar in the first PSG team to bring home the Champions League title, that's surely got to be appealing to him. We'll have to wait and see what happens with this one, and it'll be really interesting to see how PSG fare in the Champions League this season. Now, next up, it's Liverpool, and it's amazing how a team can go from seemingly solid, ready to challenge for their next Premier League title, to things going into absolute panic mode, and it's down to this Virgil van Dijk injury, of course. Now, it's not only that Liverpool are going for a centre-back now, but it looks like they have got their sights set on Dayot Upamecano. As I mentioned yesterday, Liverpool are bound to struggle with this centre-back situation. I mean, the massive mistake, in my opinion, was the Lovren situation. The fact that they got rid of him, they never replaced him, and now they're left with Joe Gomez, who people are kind of questioning, and also Matip, who, let's face it, is more likely to be injured than fit. Next summer's transfer target was always going to be a centre-back, but there are now obviously calls for this to be brought forward to January 1st, and one person that is behind this one, that is driving this train, is of course Jamie Carragher. He has been singing the praises of Upamecano, and he has demanded that Liverpool need to 100% get a name on the dotted line on January 1st, because the massive positive of this is that they'll only have to play about 11 games without Van Dijk and without a new signing. Upamecano is an amazing talent. He's been mentioned so many times during this summer transfer window, and he would be a great option for Liverpool. I guess when you're looking at centre-backs, you can look at maybe Koulibaly at Napoli, although he seems pretty happy where he is. I know there's been rumours about Ben White from Brighton, but regarding like a big name that they know will 100% be able to come to the club and give them what they need in a centre-back, I think Upamecano is pretty much their only option at the moment. Meanwhile, the Van Dijk drama continues, and it's looking like there were reports from the UK saying that officials, whilst they did check the whole Henderson-Mane offside situation, they actually failed to check Pickford's challenge on Van Dijk that has been potentially season-ending. I mean, it remains to be seen whether this is true or not, but if it is true, this is absolutely huge, and it's just going to add even more fuel to the fire about the whole VAR and official situation, and surely something's got to change soon. This next story comes from Barcelona, and it is looking like they are ready to offload Ousmane Dembélé, and wait for it, the big one, Martin Braithwaite. Now, this whole Dembélé situation, he made an appearance against Getafe at the weekend. It was the first time in 325 days that he made an appearance in a starting lineup. And what did Dembélé do? He absolutely blew it, of course he did. You know, it's such a shame to see, but he never really got out of first gear. In the first half alone, he lost 14 balls. 14! Like, it's absolutely crazy. Now it's not only his injury issues, his fitness issues, you know, rumours about his attitude maybe, but he can't even hold on to a ball now. It is such a shame, like I say, and it's looking like this really could be the end of the road for Dembélé and Barcelona. In addition, Martin Braithwaite. Now, he got about 9 goals last season. The whole signing in general was a little bit bizarre to me, and again, another player that it seems like it's probably best for Barcelona and the player to part ways. And it seems like Barcelona have got some replacements waiting in the wings. Now, we all know about the Memphis Depay saga. This has been going on and on and on, and hopefully it will finally happen. But there is another player that they've also got their eye on. The player in question, 19-year-old Myron Bodou, who plays for Alkmaar. Now, he is a real exciting young talent, a striker, and Barcelona apparently did try to get him last season but failed, and it's looking like they have not given up on him. So, with Depay and Bodou, it's looking like it is curtains for Braithwaite and Dembélé. Are we that surprised? Probably not. And finally, the Champions League returns. Such an exciting time. According to UEFA, they are allowing fans into stadiums where local laws allow it, meaning that in France and Germany, a certain amount of fans will be allowed in, but in places like England, Spain, it will still be behind closed doors. However, this does not detract from some of the massive games we have got coming up, just in the group stage alone. Some of the big games include Lazio against Dortmund, Chelsea against Sevilla, where Mendy could make an appearance in goal, and one of the big ones this week has got to be PSG against Manchester United. We all remember back in March 2019 when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his makeshift Manchester United team managed to get a win on away goals against PSG thanks to that Marcus Rashford penalty. Whether they'll be able to do it again tonight, I guess we'll have to wait and see, but it's looking like PSG are certainly on form. And it's interesting that Manchester United have not taken Cavani, who apparently was absolutely gunning for PSG and was really excited to be playing against them. They've also not taken Harry Maguire and Mason Greenwood. Could they end up maybe missing some of these players? We'll have to wait and see. And next up, our transfer roundup, where we take a look at some of the other news going on in the footballing world. And first up, Kante. Now, it was rumoured that there was interest from Inter Milan and Real Madrid, but it's looking like he is staying at Chelsea. Manchester United are targeting a 16-year-old Luis Gomez from Sporting Lisbon, who has been dubbed the next Figo. Tottenham and Liverpool are reportedly interested in Leeds United's Calvin Phillips and will be looking at getting him next summer. And finally, Southampton and England striker Danny Ings looks like he's going to be putting pen to paper with Southampton amid interest from clubs like Tottenham. And that is everything for today's Daily News. Make sure you guys let me know in the comments what you thought about today's Daily News. If you're excited for the Champions League games, which games you're looking forward to, get involved. Whilst you're there, make sure that you check out all the other content that we've got going on at OneFootball by clicking here or here. Make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure you click subscribe if you haven't already. Have a brilliant day, and I will see you guys soon.